Hey guys, this is Krishna Shroff. You're watching me on Pop Diaries channel, and today I'm going to talk about all my fitness secrets and tips. So as unoriginal as it sounds, my fitness mantra has always been consistency is key. You're not going to see growth without consistency. So as long as you're striving to be a little bit better than you were yesterday, you're going to get there in the end of it. My go-to cheat meal for a lazy day would be pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is a very individual thing, at the end of the day it depends on your goals and it could vary, so I can't speak for everyone. Me specifically, I don't even have cheat days, I believe in incorporating my favorite foods into my diet and making it, more my nutrition more of a lifestyle. I personally believe there's more longevity in that, and you're able to stay more consistent that way. It's always pretty different. I like to get in a lot of protein in each meal. So breakfast would, definitely be eggs. For lunch, I like to have some sort of lean protein, maybe chicken or fish. I'm not a big fan of chicken, to be honest. I feel better, when I eat fish. So I'll go for fish and maybe some fiber through some green vegetables. And then dinner would be pretty similar in that sense. I would get in, some form of protein and again a fibrous vegetable. I love breakfast, just because I feel like you can eat breakfast for lunch or dinner as well. And it's basically the only thing I can cook. I think the biggest thing I constantly hear is, it's specific to strength training just because I love doing that, is do weights make women bulky? And that's an absolute myth, because at the end of the day, women don't produce as much testosterone as a man does, so it's impossible for a woman to get as bulky as, a man, or as muscular as a man would, doing the same exercises. And at the end of the day, people need to realize that nutrition is even more important than your training program. So your nutrition game is 80% of it, So, that really comes from the nutrition plan you set for yourself and the nutrients you put into your body. That's what will translate into the weight. I love working out in the morning just because I feel like it really sets the tone for my day. I like to get it out of the way first thing in the morning because I feel most energized, and it really, it gives me a positive start to any day. My post-workout meal consists of, high protein, just because protein helps your muscles in recovery. So yeah, like I said earlier, any lean protein, whether it's chicken, fish, turkey, and some fibrous vegetable along with that. I always feel like, when people say they don't have time for this, it's a lame excuse. At the end of the day, it's just, maybe an hour to 2 hours out of your day, So anyone that says that they don't have the time, I feel like they really find the time. And at the end of the day, I always say your health is definitely wealth, Nothing matters without your health. No amount of fame, no amount of money, none of that. So, you can definitely enjoy the finer things in life if you're feeling good and just being healthy. I always say, I've looked up to my brother very much when I started my journey within the fitness industry. But honestly, seeing where I personally come from and my growth within this field, I feel like I've really become my own motivation. Knowing where I came from and where I started from and seeing where I am today just helps me push more and more every single day. It's not just your physicality. There's so much to fitness. Your Your mentality has to be aligned. I feel like you could never look the best you can if you don't feel the best you can, and vice versa. You know, you can never feel the best you can if you don't look the best you can. This again, I feel like is a very individual thing. You know, people have to understand fitness is such an individual game. Everyone's unique. There's no one like me in this world. There's no one like you in this world. So what may work for me may not necessarily work for you, and vice versa. So I think it's a very individual thing. You know, for me specifically, you guys know I love my strength training. I love shifting some heavy weights at the gym. There's something super empowering about that, and it's my therapy. So yeah. I have definitely experimented and tried all the crazy fad diets that there are out there. Let me tell you, they may work short term. I mean, if you notice, they're all like very, very, short term plans. Maybe a 2-week crash diet or something crazy like that. First of all, it's not very healthy. Second of all, there's no longevity in that, because like I said, or like I always say, you have to make fitness, you have to make your nutrition a lifestyle and something that you can be consistent with in order to see, long-term growth. I think it's really important for women especially it's hard. I mean, it's easier said than done. I find myself doing this sometimes too, but don't compare yourself to someone else, because I feel like I said earlier, it's a very individual game, So what may work for me may not work for you. There's no one else like you in this world for a reason. Everyone's unique, and you are the only you for a reason, So I mean, appreciate that and love that, and understand that your journey is going to be different than the person next to you. It's definitely a game of trial and error, so you're going to try multiple things like I did when I first started, like different diets, and eventually you find what works best for you specifically. It's never going to be an easy way. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, but I think that's what makes it so much fun. Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's so important to consult a professional. Try to figure out what plan would work best for you depending on your situation. I personally haven't had to go through any of that. I've never experienced any of that, so I can't really speak much about it. But like all the ladies out there, I also have my time of the month, and I definitely find that even though it's hard to get out of bed on those days and push yourself to go to the gym and be active or stay active, that eventually is going to make you feel so much better, because going to the gym and moving your body and experiencing that blood flow automatically releases, these happy hormones in your brain, serotonin, dopamine, all those good things. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just that initial push. Once you get out there and you get it done, I mean, you're only benefiting from it. There's so many exercises that people do in the gym that you could also do at home. Of course, minus the weight, or maybe use something around the house like filled up water bottles or things like that. I think a lot of people were doing that during lockdown as well, and I've seen some really cool videos and very, very inspiring videos of people just being self-motivated and creative in that way. So yeah, definitely a lot of the things that you could do in here, you could replicate at home minus the weights. In fact, I'll show you guys them if you want. You're watching me on Pop Diaries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click on the bell icon.